Everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to go over Thursday night football between Washington, Green Bay, the Commanders versus the Packers. And as you can see, the opening odds are on the screen. We're going to pull up the money line here, and we're going to use the opening odds as a barometer, so to speak, to analyze the future odds, the current odds, and the odds towards game time along where these splits are going. But we're going to go over this real quick. The current odds are here on the we're going to base it off of FanDuel for now. It's very similar to DraftKings, the odds for this game, but we'll base it off of FanDuel for now. Thursday night football, Washington versus Green Bay. Opening money line, minus 104 and minus 127 for the Packers. The numbers on the right have just been reduced. For example, 104, 10 plus 4 equals 14, 1 plus 0 plus 4 equals 5, and that's how we get those numbers. And we use that as a barometer just in case there's any indication or any numbers, any parallels, numerological parallels. We will use those just in case when we're going over this. But the spread looks like this currently, which is based off of here, plus 3.5 for the Commanders at minus 115 cost on the spread. 3.5-point favorites are the Packers at minus 105 cost. The money line is plus 150 for the Commanders as an underdog, minus 180 for the Packers as a favorite. Over under 48.5 points, minus 106 cost going over, minus 114 going under. And let's see where these are going. Now, the opening odds look like this. 1.5-point underdogs were the Commanders at minus 110 cost, 1.5-point favorites. I'm right here. 1.5-point favorites are the Packers at minus 110 cost. Opening for the total is at over 48.5, so the total has remained consistent all week with the costs fluctuating to minus 106 for the over, minus 114 for the under. And the opening was at even minus 110, minus 110. Now, let's go over the odds for Monday, odds movements. All right, let me scroll down. And I also have a free prop for you all as well in this game. Now, since we just went over the current odds, plus 150 here for Washington, minus 180 for Green Bay, we'll go over the expected value. The expected value is based off the opening and the current odds. Game time is game time. And right here, the minus 104 here and minus 127 here gives Washington a 48% chance to win and a 52% chance to win for the Packers, which gives them a negative $7.06 expected value. Super high expected value, but that is for the opening only. Win percentage based off the minus 104 opening money line is at minus $5, negative $5.85 expected value. Current odds, Washington win percentage 38% to 62% for Green Bay. That is based off the plus 150 and minus 180 for the Packers. And let me bring up my notes again. 38% win percentage for Washington gives them a negative $5 expected value. 62% win percentage based off the minus 180 current money line gives them negative $3.56 expected value. Expected value is the measure of what a bettor can expect to win or lose on each bet placed on the same odds time and time again. All right. And the formula is below right here. Oh, go back up. Right here. The formula is below. Go back up. All right. Right here, these formulas right here. And now, the current splits look like this. 60% on the spread going to Washington based off the 3.5-point underdogs and minus 115 cost. 60-40 on the spread percentage of betting, percentage of money. 52% Washington, 48% Green Bay. Money line looks like this based off the current odds, plus 150 Washington, minus 180 for Green Bay. 18% Washington, 82% Green Bay. Percentage of money, Washington 32%, Green Bay 68%. Total percentage of bets over 4%, under 96%. Percentage of money over 6%, under 94%. That is based off the current total. Now, odds movements. Odds movements. On Monday, 9/8. We'll base it off of Monday. Now, I will include the Tuesday and Wednesday on the Patreon, but I will give you this Monday odds in the video. 9/8 right here. Plus 162 at 23% betting percentage for Washington on the money line. These are money line odds. Is plus 162. Now they're at what? Plus 150. So it's a 12-point negative, 12-point decrease in the odds for the Commanders. 32% on the money. 23% on the betting on Monday. 32% on the money based off the plus 162. Minus 194 for Green Bay on Monday, money line odds. Gave them 77% of the betting and 68% of the money. That is based on Monday, 9/8. Spread looks like this. The spread was consistent, has been consistent since the opening odds. The opening was at 1.5 points favoring Green Bay, and now it is at 3.5 points, shot up to 3.5 after Sunday. So 3.5-point underdogs at minus 108 cost. On the splits, that was at 58% win percentage for the Commanders, 58% betting percentage, 58% betting percentage, 43% money percentage. 3.5-point favorites, Green Bay, on minus 112 cost. Now they're at minus 105 cost. 42% betting percentage on Monday. 57% money on the splits going to Green Bay on the spread. So more people bet on Green Bay on Monday on the splits, and we will see where they are here in a moment when we go over the current splits. Total odds movements on Monday still consistent, 48.5 points. Now the cost change, minus 105 on the over, minus 115 on the under. Remember the opening odds started at minus 110. 3% betting percentage on the over, 2% money percentage on the over as of Monday. 97% betting percentage under on Monday, 98% money percentage on Monday, 9/8. All right, let's go over where the money is going now. The splits are going now. All right, now I just went over this, but I'm going to go over it again. Just the favorites. 60% here going with Washington on the spread, 52% percentage on the money. Now, money line is the flip side of that. 82% of the betting going with Green Bay, 68% of the money going with Green Bay. And the under is still dominating. Not as much as it was on Monday, 96% now and 94%. And those odds have changed. Minus 115 here has turned into minus 114. Minus 105 has turned into minus 106. Now, this is still early Thursday. And that's what it is now. Now, the free prop. Now, this is how we analyze this. I'm going to go over that real quick. How do these odds move? Do they go up or down based off the percentages? And you analyze that based off of which way the costs are going. For example, the total and the spreads are 100% based off of cost, as well as the money line, but the money line is based off of other factors as well. But especially the cost, because that's where you really make your money. You can make your money off of totals. It's not as popular as the spreads, but you make your money off the spreads and parlay them. We will be having parlays this week. Missed out on it we had a few last week, but we did props last week as well. But we will be getting into parlays this week heavily. Same thing with the college. Now the free prop is Deebo Samuel plus 175. Anytime touchdown. Now, this is just one. Obviously on the Patreon we will have more. But this is just one for today. This is just one prop for today, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Join the Patreon if you want my picks, the parlays, the props. And yeah, I've been Scott. Pray every day.